What a joy it is to be celebrating another coming of age year and the culmination of a coming of age service. This is truly a moment to stop and give gratitude for our youth, for the gift of their insights, their wisdom, and to recognize that their classroom learning at First Unitarian Society may be over, but their journey of lifelong learning on their own has begun. Throughout this year, our youth have begun in earnest to study themselves, to get to know themselves, examining their beliefs and values, ideals, and aspirations. With their belief statements, they have given us just a glimpse of where this process has led them, and we would pause for a moment to thank those who have walked with them on this journey. So we'll begin with those in our gathered community who served as the adult facilitators for coming of age and who have given these youth direction, insight, wisdom, and guidance. They have brought patience, much patience, good humor, and much love and compassion to this year. Chris Albin, Karen Barrett-Wilt, and John Everett. We also want to thank our coming of age elders. Each youth was matched with an elder from the congregation. These people were chosen to embody the thoughtfulness, kindness, and commitment that we hope to encourage in our youth. Their call was a challenging one, and throughout, our elders were steadfast and took the challenge cheerfully and joyfully. We owe them great thanks. Ann Schaefer, Jake Blazczek, Jane Nelson Worrell, Lisa Tiedemann, Jay Roberts, Mark Hill, Mary Savage, Rudy Moore, and John Woods. And now if our youth will come to the front.
And so now, to all of you who have gathered here on this very special day, we ask that you remember your important role in the spiritual and moral development of the youth that you see standing before you. Where they journey from here is not entirely up to them. Of course, it is also up to all of us. And we must remember that deepening their experience of Unitarian Universalism is not the responsibility of their parents and their advisors and their elders alone. Helping them to blossom as loving and conscientious human beings, that is a responsibility that we all share. And now that they have indeed completed their coming of age year, that responsibility on our part becomes even more relevant and more immediate. For these young men and women, you can serve both as an example and as an inspiration of how it is that people live out, not just on Sunday, but every day of the week, their spiritual and moral values. Through you, they can observe Unitarian Universalism in action, and there can be no greater, no more effective teaching than your own good example. And so I ask, will you continue to encourage the spiritual growth of the youth that you see before you? Will you value their insights, their emerging convictions? Will you recognize the gifts and the talents that they bring to our community, and the enthusiasm and the hope that they bring to this world? If so, please say, we will.
And now to all of you. We recognize today the work that you have done during this past year, and we are grateful for the gifts and the talents that you have brought to us in your time here. Will you continue this journey you have begun, growing as an individual, expressing your beliefs, growing in faith, and continuing to question and explore? If so, please say we will.
At this time, we would ask the parents of our youth to please stand. So my friends, you, above everyone else, have been witness to the unfolding and the maturing of your child from birth unto this very day. In the beginning of this coming of age year, we asked you to give permission to your child to come of age. And we ask you now, will you continue to open your hearts in order to receive your child back into your family for all that they have become during this past year? Do you promise now to continue your journey together with respect, patience, guidance, and love? And if so, please say, we will. Please be seated.
At the dedication of a child, we give to each a rosebud, fragrant symbol of beauty, promise, and love. The rose we give then has no thorns, symbolizing the better world we would like to give to our children. We hope that those children whom we have dedicated will learn to recognize the beauty and goodness which does exist, that they will grow in wisdom and compassion, adding their own beauty to the world. Today, we give to each of these young people a rose in full bloom, symbolizing the beauty and the gifts they already give to our world and the natural beauty found in each one of them. Yet this time the thorns are still intact. When you were a child, we could do our best to shield you from the harshness and cruelty of the world. But now, as a youth, we can no longer protect you from all that you encounter, both the beauty and the brutality. But no matter where you may go, how far you may travel, you will always be with us in spirit, and we will always be sending blessings your way. So accept these roses, knowing that there are harsh realities in this world, but there is much beauty as well. May you choose to see the beauty whenever possible.
Congratulations.
And now, as we do when you were young children, we ask that you be granted clarity of thought, integrity of speech, and a compassionate heart. May the blessings of an understanding heart, strength and integrity of purpose, love received and given, be yours today and remain with you as you go forward into ever fuller life. If you all will join me in congratulating our youth.